I don't know what's wrong with my stream today, y'all. I don't even know. If it's not gonna act right, then I don't want to start this thing. Hey, let me know if you're in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know if you're in the chat. Okay, I see it now. Okay, so I'm gonna let y'all get in here. I'm gonna let y'all get in. I know we had a little technical difficulties outside, but we let y'all get in here. And then we'll get started. It won't take me too long to talk about this Roe v. Wade thing. Even though I'm gonna expand on some conversation with this on the podcast. Yes, this is live. You see me outside, then it's live. I'm outside and sun going down in this heat dome that we have here in Texas. Let's give a few people more, a second or two to come in. Man, once the sun get off my back. You say 90 degrees at 8 a.m.? Yeah. All right, it's giving me 15 more seconds and I'll get into it. So you in Dallas? Okay. All right, awesome. Awesome. I ain't been in Dallas in a little while. But shout out to Dallas. Man, God bless y'all in California. But see, y'all in California don't have humidity. Down here, we got a lot of humidity here. Man, it's like I can't. That sun is glare. I'm trying to block that glare of the sun, but anyway, I guess y'all got to deal with a mosquito. Okay, that's in the same area. Anyway, so as we all know, I put up some YouTube shorts about um, Roe v. Wade, just a preliminary. I ended up putting up another YouTube short about a brother that worked at a clinic and found how all those affluent white women were at the clinic when it was closed, is being very discreet on how to get their stuff. Now, I don't like when they put out there that black women are the leaders of abortion because when they do these discreet services that black women can't get and don't even have no access to, they don't count those abortions, okay? They don't count them at all. So, with that being said, they always gonna fudge those numbers. Now, them overturning Roe versus Wade had nothing to do with saving black babies or saving other non-white babies. They don't care about that. It's the same thing like the virus. If the virus was only affecting us, do you really think they'd have been so frantic to look for, different medications, etc.? I'm gonna use that word. No, it's like, oh, it's affecting them good, like that. Reality speaking, more of them are dying. We talk about the Mzungu. More of them are dying in America than being born. On top of that, a lot of them have died during for the opioids, right? Now, when it was black people on the crack epidemic, they came up with laws to jail black people. But when it's them, they are decriminalizing drugs every day. Look at Oregon; everything's decriminalized over there. You use whatever drug you want. So a lot of that has been taking them out. Okay, Becky has been out here aborting them white children for a long time, and them Republicans know this. They fear what they experts have said, the browning of America. Everything they're doing is to stop Becky from getting rid of their children. Think about what they've actually done. In a lot of these states that have restricted it or now says it's illegal, even if a woman is violated, even if she's violated in any way, shape, or form, they want her to have that baby. Now, most people will say, okay, that's number one. Have you known anybody that had got violated like that? I've known someone in my family that happened to. Actually, yeah, more than one time. And that is the most traumatic thing ever for a woman. And you mean on top of the traumatic thing that happened to a woman with that, you mean to tell me you're going to tell her that she got to carry a rapist baby to full term? She got to do that. And this is what else they saying. They gonna come after the plan B too. So you say, okay, well they take the plan B and prevent that from happening. You ain't got to go through that whole procedure, right? They trying to stop the plan B. Do you know that? It all comes down to a failed attempt, and I'm telling y'all, you're gonna fail. A failed attempt to try to stop Becky from getting rid of white cheering. Now, the good side of this is that the black population is going to skyrocket because when this went into effect in 1973, the deletions went up all the way up to 1.6 million one time in the early 80s. 1.6 million of those things was happening. They purposely put those clinics in the black communities. They didn't put that into the white communities. They put fertility clinics in the white communities. Okay, in the black communities, they put Planned Parenthood and all those kind of clinics like that to go ahead and do that. Becky would sneak from her area, go down to the black area, with her mama and some hoodie or whatever, hiding, going in there. When they up there slumming, and that's what they call it, slumming with Tyrone and getting pregnant, they're oh no, you can't have that baby, so let's go ahead and go over there. So now you can't do that no more. That's about what happened now, right? Now, I've been seeing Becky and them crying. Oh, they crying, they upset. Some of them they so pissed off they calling Clarence Thomas the N word now. Oh man, there's some interesting stuff happening with them now. They are pissed off. They're pissed off. But we all knew, a lot of them white supremacists. But the thing is with this situation, and what I will say, 'cause I'm gonna talk to white women, I'm gonna talk to Republicans. You didn't care when it was happening to black people. You didn't care when the Supreme Court gutted the Voting Rights Act that my ancestors fought for. Listen, voting is a right. You can choose to vote, you can choose not to vote. It's a right. But in this country, we really don't have quote unquote rights. If someone can revoke a right, it's not a right. You have privileges in America. You're privileged. Everything you have is called a privilege. Because when you have a right, people can't take it away from you. They can't alter it from you. So we need to stop using the word rights and have the words privileges. Because privileges can be taken. Just like a driver's license, they can take it from you. They say it's a privilege to have, not a right. Even though, in my opinion, you're paying taxes for those roads, you're paying taxes for everything. How come they can just take a driver's license from you? For what? Did you harm somebody? Did you do whatever? But that's a deal of a different day. So, white women, you never said anything when black women were hurt and harmed by these race soldiers. You said nothing. You said nothing. When black people are talking about, what's happening to us, you side with your man all the time against us and against black women. And let me tell y'all something because sometimes I have to forget some people, they not where we need to be. When they use the term women doesn't mean what people think it means when they say women. Listen how they talk. They say minorities and women. Well, isn't women part of minorities? Isn't women? But notice they say they separated, say minorities and women. Women is code word for white women. Okay. Let me tell you the big finesse and why white men say that they're discriminated against in America. White women could benefit from white supremacy and they could benefit from minority set asides. So they can double dip in both sides of the money. Now, they can get the money and bring it back to their white husband. They can do that, right? Hold on, what is this? I don't know why it's doing that. Anyway, they can bring it back to their white husband. They surely can do that. See if I can get this off the screen so I can see myself. Anyway, they can do that. But white men can't get money from both sides. They can't do it. This is why they say they feel discriminated against, right? So white women have like a superposition in the white community. They do. So most of them side with their man. No matter what they do, they side with their man. They don't come on, even though they man did this to them. they still not coming on here saying white men ain't ish. Notice they ain't saying that. They ain't say that at all. That white men ain't ish. I can't stand white men. Oh, forget white men. I ain't dating white men no more. They ain't one time said that. They still support their man, even though he did this to them. But now I'm seeing some of y'all saying, maybe we should have listened to black people. Maybe we should have listened to indigenous people. Maybe we should have listened. Well, we didn't listen. You know why you didn't listen? Because as long as other people are suffering, you good. As long as it's not happening to you. See, that's the way you are in your community. So now they took something away from you that you feel is important. Now you out in the street. Now, how I feel about it as black people, that's not our fight. That's not our problem. We got too many issues and problems. Just like how y'all acted toward us, like everything that we deal with is our problem. You don't care. Okay, well, that's your problem. You deal with it. Now, since you want to listen, if you want to stick it to your man, I'll give you some options. How you stick it to your man. Maybe you can get some hysterectomies. That'll stick it to your man. Or maybe you can get some tubal litigation. You know what I'm saying? Just get some tubal litigations and stick it to your man and tell him you ain't gonna force me to have no kids. I see what you gonna do. No, I'm gonna take that ability from you. That's how you stick it to your man. Or what I will say is just be responsible in your sex life. That's what you should do. But as I said on my other channel, Hot Girl Summer is over. It is over. So ain't no more thotting it up in Miami or wherever you're going, thotting it up at. And you going up and letting people go in your raw and having these kids, and you gonna slide into the clinic. Oh no. And if the Republicans take over in November, they gonna outlaw abortion. It's coming. They gonna outlaw that. But like I said, black folk have been taking care. The greatest lie that black folks accepted was that, oh, you too poor to take care of your kids. Black folks came out of slavery with nothing and still took care of our kids. We went through everything way before this came around and still took care of our kids. Black folks had 10, 12, and 13 children with one income, with one, and still took care of their kids in this country. Like in the 50s and 60s, black folks had big families. On my dad's side, they had 8. On my mom's side, they had 7. Off of one income, not 2 income, one income, having a house. So don't tell me that black folks can't take care of their children. The worst thing that black folks did is accept the devil's Kool-Aid through Margaret Sanger because she meant that. See what happens when the devil meant harm, how it turns around. Margaret Sanger wanted that to take us out. And what ended up happening? It ended up taking more of you. And then now you get put in a position where your man is saying, oh no, we gotta say the number so no matter what happens to these women, they can't get that. That's messed up. I agree. That's 100% messed up. That's messed up. Who invented it? You know who invented it. Why even ask that question? The white supremacists, Margaret Sanger and all them. They invented all that. They pushed that through the Negro preachers in Harlem. That's how they got it to black folks. They couldn't do it by themselves. Now, as I'm watching all these tears going and all the Democrats, see, y'all better come out and vote. Y'all better come out and vote. I'm not voting for you. This is not an issue for me. This is not an issue. It's not. This is nothing for black folks to be concerned about. Black people will be all right. I promise you. We got way more issues and problems than that. And for me, it's kind of sick in a way. It's kind of sick because you're literally in the street protesting and causing a problem and getting arrested because you mad about you can't delete your children. This is what we in the street protesting about. This is what y'all protesting about. I mean, think about how that looks. Like if you sit back and think about that for a minute, some of them was crying on TV talking about our lives are over. Your life is over because you can't delete your child. Your life is over for that. To me, that's evil. I, as a man, and I tell any man this, that's something you should even ask on a date with a woman. Hey, have you had any of those you deleting your children? Or do you believe in that? If she believes in it or she had it, man, say, okay, this date is over and go. I wouldn't want to be with no woman that sat up there and just deleting her children. Now, when you mention about incest and the other word, that's only 2%. 2%. The rest is convenience. Well, I don't feel like it right now. Well, fathers, they can't opt out. There's a lot of men that don't feel like being fathers. And what do they say? You should have wrapped it up. What do they say? Well, you should have thought about that. You got to pay child support, guy. Men have to take responsibility when we do things we don't want to do. But now it's gonna happen. Some of y'all want to take responsibility. It's just that simple. Now let's get to the Republicans here for a minute. Okay, y'all pushing this. Fine, fine. But this is my issue with y'all. You want all these women to have these babies, no problem. Cool. But at the same time, you against helping women with these babies. Now, what I mean by help, what y'all need to do, instead of giving all this money to freaking Ukraine, start allocating money for daycare for moms. They let them have free daycare. That's what they need. They need free daycare for all these kids that y'all say y'all want around here. Okay, free daycare. They need to have free government money for daycare facilities, so they can upgrade their facilities, so they can expand their facilities. Okay, because these moms will have to work. What they can't just sit at home. Y'all kind of ruined the country on family and living off of one income. We used to do that in this country. I mean, some people can still do it, but a lot of people can't. Okay, you say hell no, no free daycare. Why not free daycare? If they're making these women have these children, then they need to provide daycare. Oh yes, they do. I would say you ain't been in that situation. You should take care of their kids. If they making them have all them kids, they need to provide daycare. How they gonna work? Are y'all gonna pay their bills? Yeah, y'all talking and don't even know what you're talking about. I know you don't. There's no a lot of these babies that's being born. Let's call it what it is, especially in the black community. 80% of children born in the black community is in a single parent household. That's not even get on other groups. We're talking about the black community. So that's 80% of women that would have to work. Are you gonna go take care of them, brother? Are you gonna do something with those kids? Or you got to put them in daycare so they can go to work? Because you're not gonna go pay their bills, are you? I'm not gonna pay their bills. So those kids need to go to daycare so they can go to work. Why is it you saying no free daycare, but we get all this money, billions of dollars going to Ukraine? I'd rather the billions of dollars stay right here in America and help out moms that got kids. Or even if it's a mom and a dad that got to work. Because just because you got a man in the house don't mean he's making $100,000, $200,000 a year. Sometimes the mom and dad has to work. That's just normal in this country. So they should provide daycare if they want them to have all these babies. Now, what I would say is be responsible. What I would say is if you're gonna lay down and do something, make sure you're using protection. That's what I would say. But we know a lot of people these days want to raw it up. A lot of I talk to a lot of fellas. A lot of fellas say they want to put protection on, they put it on, and these women want them taking it off. That's going on. You say she can get free birth control. Why does it bother you for them to have free child care? Why does that bother you? That don't bother me if they have free child care. That doesn't bother me at all. I pay hella taxes. That does not bother me. I'd rather them get it than freaking Ukrainians getting it, or them giving a bag billions of dollars to Central American countries, which recently announced that. So you mean to tell me you rather your billions of dollars, your tax dollars, leaving this country, but you don't want nobody here to benefit from it? That's dumb. That's hella dumb to me. Yeah, and they talking about trying to ban birth control too. So that's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Well, help provide daycare for them then. You want all these kids gonna cost more money? Well, start helping people go to more trade schools so they can make money and take care of these kids. Look, 'cause people do all that talking, but they're not talking about the reality of being a parent. I know how it is to be a parent. I know the cost of being a parent. All that talk online that some people do sound good, but that's not reality. Some people, okay, one person talking about welding. Welding, instrumentation. You can do electrical, plumbing. industrial electrician. You know, it's all kind of things that you can do. And this government, instead of sending people to college, you don't need to go to no college. Go to a trade school. That's what you need. We need more skilled trade people. Get these men, especially the men, get these men in these skilled trade schools so they can make some money and provide for their families. Or if a woman's by herself, let her get into these schools and let her learn if she got, what she wants to do, and let them provide for these kids. Look, I'm not for the deletion of children. I'm not. But at the same time, this country give billions upon billions of dollars. They're cutting checks every month, or every other month to Ukraine. This country to me is sick. And a lot of people in this country is sick. You rather sit up there and not argue about them sending your tax dollars to people overseas and but not using it here. I believe all Americans need free health care. We got Medicare, Medicaid. That need to be expanded to everybody. Why the hell that we can't have free health care? Why? Why can't we? Why are you acting like healthcare is supposed to be some sort of privilege for people that only got money? That's stupid. But yeah, in South Africans go to the doctors and hospitals for free. In South Africa, it's supposed to be a third world country, right? But we don't even have free healthcare here in America. What's up, bro? Supposed to be so rich, but we don't have free healthcare, and y'all allow that crap. It's just that simple. Now, do I agree with services like welfare and food stamps? Should that be something forever? No. I think that you should only be on that mess for 18 months. After 18 months, you need to get kicked off. And that's it. I think 18 months is long enough for you. It shouldn't be a lifestyle. Living in Section 8 should not be a lifestyle for you. 18 months on Section 8, you got to go. It's about helping you get to the next level. It's not about you living a lifestyle. Because see, what happens is in our community, we got people that's living in Section 8 apartments for 30 years. And that cripples people when you can live on that kind of program that freaking long. But what I'm saying, the reason why I'm mentioning the free child care and giving money to the daycares to expand their facilities is because what you gonna do with all these children? Where are they gonna go? You want to tell all these women have these kids, but you don't want to talk about how they gonna take care of them because not one of y'all gonna go take care of them. I'm not going to take care of them. I got my own kids to be thinking about. So that's why I said they need to do that. I don't care if child care is exploited. I don't care. So you rather your money go to Central America and Ukraine, and that money being exploited, but you don't want it to go to American citizens. You see why this country is screwed up. The people in this country are just so screwed up. I'm just saying that's what. But see, Republicans they like y'all. They're like, oh, we don't need to give them no money. We don't want to pay for anything. No, we're not going to do that. So yet you're telling them. I'm just saying now. Of course, they can go to other states and have it. I get that. But we talking about the rank and file person may not have money for that. They may not, right? So they're gonna have to raise these children. That's the only thing I'm saying. That's all. That's all. You say we should be helping everyone become productive citizens. I agree with that. We should as a country, but this country do not help everybody to become productive citizens because they don't care. This is one of the most selfish countries ever. They prioritize everybody else, but the people in the country. Now, realistically, none of this affects me. I mean, I wouldn't. I don't. No, I don't think my wife not gonna have no kids unless God say different. But I've never been in a position where deletion is on my mind. Every time, the children I've had, hey, I'm pregnant. Oh shoot, I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? I never put my kids in daycare. Never, never. I'm like, you stay home. I work. I go get the money. You stay here and take care of the child. I've always done that. So I don't know nothing about putting a kid in daycare. Now my grandson, he goes to daycare, but my kids have never been. That's how I feel about it. But see, I'm old school. A lot of y'all not. A lot of y'all want 50-50 relationships. I don't do 50-50. Where the woman got to work and all that. I'm like, if that woman got your kid, then she should have the right to stay home and make sure your kid get square meals, taken care of, and you need to provide. That's how I feel. But the majority of people today don't feel like me or want to go that route. So and that's fine. That's fine. I understand. I'm part of a dying breed. I get that. But this Roe v. Wade was about stopping white women and saving white babies. But let me tell you the truth. What's with the truth? It is futile. You're not going to save them. You're not saving them. This is not about even uh, going to those clinics. Prior to them even doing this, they wasn't having children. The reason why you're not having children is because you're underneath the hands of judgment, and the Lord has cursed the womb. That's what it is globally. It's not just in America, it's globally. It has cursed the womb. When you instituted that, you meant to take out black folk. And black folks that participated in that, men that encouraged that, and women that just did this for convenience, they got they just do as well, even in our community. But they didn't spearhead it, unfortunately. They didn't spearhead it, but they participated in it. Go and do that to a child for convenience. I mean, you know, good luck with that conversation. You know, when it's Judgment Day, right? But something else happened today. So Senator John Cornyn from Texas, Barack Obama had made a comment about getting rid of Roe v. Wade. Well, he said, well, he said now how about he said how about Plessy versus Ferguson and Brown versus the Board of Education. Now, those two cases is basically separate but equal. So basically, bring back segregation in schools, bring back segregation, period. Right? So he just let that out. So everybody was calling him out today about basically he wants segregation back. Okay, you bring it back. Like I said, I told y'all, I already got my plans what I'm doing. But those of you who want to hunker down in this place, darkness is a lot of dark days coming. A lot of dark days coming with these people. They trying their best to save themselves. That's why they ain't trying to focus on you. I don't know why some of y'all thinking these people gonna save you. They're not gonna save you. These white supremacists, which I love about the Republicans, because they open with their white supremacy. I love it. That's what I love about them. They don't smile in your face. They tell you what they're thinking. They also want to change the Constitution. They said the word is Republicans trying to get 3/4 of the states, okay, as governor. You need 3/4 of the states to change the Constitution. You need 3/4 of Congress, and you need 3/4 of the governors to change the constitutional amendment. And they want to fundamentally change America that way. That's the Republicans' plan. Now, what they want is to make America an apartheid state, where they run America when they're in the minority, and nothing you could do about it because it'll be shielded and codified in the Constitution and law. That's what the white supremacist is trying to do now. That's why he's scurrying so much and doing so many changes and trying to, just like recently, if you heard about it, the Supreme Court now said that how many brothers that we have covered over the years that has been locked up unjustly, didn't do anything, getting out 20 some odd years, right? Where they usually can go to the federal courts and present their case and get out. Well, what's happening, what the Supreme Court recently did last week or so, now you can't do that. So if you locked up unjustly and the state won't let you out, you stuck. Think about it. You stuck for life in jail for something you didn't even do. That's going to affect black men the most. Did y'all know that? Then after that, there's that same Supreme Court came up and said that your Miranda rights that the police are supposed to read to you. Normally, if they don't read it to you, then you could sue them and a lot of times get out of charges. Well, now you can't really sue them as much as you used to about the Miranda rights. That same Supreme Court did all of that. And what do your Democrat friends do? well, there's nothing much we can do because we ain't got the numbers in the Senate. We ain't got, listen, no matter what happens, white males definitely gonna be okay. No matter what happens. This is about getting this country in an apartheid state. I'm not gonna live in an apartheid state. Not gonna do it. I'll just tell you that right now. But this is where it's going with these people. This is where it's going. Clarence Thomas, he came out and said that the next thing they're looking at is gay marriage, same sex activity, and contraceptives. So let's say you want to take whatever contraceptive as a woman, whatever to prevent that. Say, okay, well, I'm not going to get a abortion, but I'll take contraceptives. Well, they're trying to take that away from you too. Yeah, that's the next thing they going on. They trying to force you out have them babies, rain, sleet, or snow. Well, I guess what you gonna ban condoms too? Are you gonna ban that? Might as well ban that because that's a contraceptive is a condom. Just go ahead and ban it. Let everybody run around here passing disease. But because people don't want to get married no more, people lay down with each other on the first day. Like I said, I ain't got no dog in that fight. Thank God I ain't got no dog in that fight. And if I was a single man, ain't no way I'd be trying to get married in America anyway. I tell brothers all the time, get your passport and go overseas. You want some traditional family, you can get plenty of that in Africa. I know that much. I seen it. They believe in the traditional family, what we used to do in the South. Because the South is even not the same no more. Well, you say about our people being on social media and wasting time. It's not about what our people do. It's about what you do. Everybody responsible for themselves and your personal family. You're responsible. You are responsible for yourself and your personal family. I can't control what other black people do on social media and what they do with their life. All I can do is tell you. I can give you some advice. I can encourage you. But as I told y'all before, I'm not going to do that forever. And when I'm in the process and doing what I'm doing, I'll get the game and then I'll share it. Hey, this how I did this. This how I did that. But you're responsible for yourself. I know it sounds good to talk about community this and community that, but you're responsible for you. And what you could do is inspire people around you. You be the inspiration to share with other people that live around you, your friends, your family, people like that. To spread these messages the things you learning from here, take it to your friends and family because a lot of your friends and family not on no internet. Most black people not on no YouTube like that. Let's call it what it is. So you gotta go out and talk to your friends and family that's out here and share with them what we learning here. Well, this is how I feel about social media. If you haven't learned to turn it into any kind of way to provide for your family in any way, shape, or form, then what are you doing? No matter what you're doing on there. There's a lot of things you can do. You ain't got to be talking on social media or for doing news or whatever. But I will say social media and the currency of social media has provided a lot of income to black people that normally would not have gotten any kind of income. Like me, for instance, due to this platform, I've been on national on international platforms. You know, I'd have never had that opportunity going through the white supremacist system here because of the way I talk. So it definitely has some advantages. People get world famous just coming on. So listen, celebrities are on here now doing podcasts and all that, and they already got money. How is it they on here doing podcasts? So that's just the way of the future. If you learn how to generate revenue online, when some of y'all ask, well, how can I move? What can I provide for myself in another country? What a lot of people are doing is called digital nomads. They learn how to generate funds online and then they move to these other countries. And the sky's the limit at that point. As long as you got an internet connection, you can do your job. I thank God for my ability to do what I do. I thank God. I can pick up tomorrow and go to anywhere I want to go as long as I got an internet connection and I can continue doing what I'm doing. That is a blessing from the Lord. So take advantage of every opportunity as black people to get finances. Take advantage. And don't worry about what people say about you. Oh, you just doing this. Like, man, ain't none of them people gonna pay your bills. Ain't none of those people gonna do nothing for your family. All they do is talk, 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 talk. Sometimes I don't even engage in the comment section because some people talk too much. You're talking, and you're not really saying a bunch of nothing. They got people, even a brother I know right now. Um, he bought a truck, a refrigerated truck. He showed me how they just picking up loads off of apps. They got apps now, sure, like all kind of loads, and everything he get is from apps. He don't even talk to these people, and he went from he now he making shoot. I know you making well over 10,000 a month now. And you know about this brother I'm talking about? This brother had at a young age went to prison, did 14 years in prison, came out, made some of himself. Like there's plenty of brothers like that that's turning their life around. I love to see brothers do that. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't walk around here and say, "Woe is me." Oh, these people trying to, like I'm gonna say, listen, white supremacy is real, but it's not gonna hold me down. Hell no. I come from a stock of people and a lineage of people where nothing's gonna hold us down and nothing gonna hold us back. And then nothing gonna hold me back. Is it difficult at times because I'm black in America? Yeah. But I know that's not the end all be all for me. I know that. That's right. Make you an LLC, build your business credit. Man, I was seeing some game about the LLCs, and I'm not discussing on here. But I'm a I had to get some more information. But yeah, the way the game that the Donald Trumps of the world and all that play, how to not to legally not pay all those freaking taxes, So you know what I'm gonna tell him? I'm gonna tell him to see about creating a course and show people how to do it on a course and buy it from him. Because you know what? How I feel, the game is to be sold, not told. Because when you give stuff away for free like that, nobody respect it. You only respect it when you buy it. Bottom line. But I did. I mean, I don't even know the apps. I just know I saw it. He showed it to me, and I know he bought a refrigerated truck. He bought that, and he started doing his thing. And now he take off when he want to take off. He work when he want to work, and he makes real good money now. The money just like endless. And this is a black man I'm talking about. There's a lot of brothers out here getting it, man, getting it. He every time I look up, he in Mexico. He love it out there in Mexico. That's what I told him. So you didn't bought your house in Mexico yet, brother? Because he always in Mexico. He just took his little girl with him to Mexico. There's a lot of black folks in Mexico actually. I know I was watching some videos. A lot of them in Merida, that city. I know you have the Afro Mexicans, the ones that's been there forever. Is it Osaka area? Somewhere around there. I would actually like to go visit the African Mexicans. I would really like to go visit them brothers and sisters. Every time I see them, I said, man, I got to go see them because part of my mission is what I'm going to do is start traveling the countries and go and find black people all over the world. That's what I want to do. My mission is go find black people because we are in every country throughout the world. We are everywhere as black people. Because you thinking we only in a few places? No, we're everywhere, literally. Yeah, we in Thailand. We in all them places. You know, of course they got racism in Mexico. Sure, they do. But from the black expats are saying, see, I told y'all don't know about black American privilege. You got privilege outside this country. You just nobody tells you that. You do have a privilege. They don't treat you the same like they treat other people because of you. Because if they know you're traveling over there or you got time you vacation, they know you got a little money in your pocket, and your American dollar goes a lot further when you in these other countries. So black American privilege is real. You see a lot of Afro Mexicans are in Cancun. Yeah, certain places in Mexico I don't want to fool with because that cartel situation is real. I don't, even that one story I did about Cancun, cartel rolled up on some jet skis and went gunned down somebody, and that one of the sisters got shot. I don't want to see. That's what people. That's the thing about Mexico that I don't want to fool with. That cartel situation. Them jokers don't play. Them jokers was. You do not fool with the cartel. Nah, I'm anywhere. Nope. That's why I like Africa. Ain't no cartel over there. Nah, I mean, do they have Pookie and Ray Ray? Sure, they do. I mean, I guess you go to Nigeria, you got Boko Haram. When you go to Somalia, you got what, Al Shabaab in Somalia. But outside of places like that, nah, I'm not trying to deal. Listen, if I got to deal with some crime or something like that, I just deal with the crime in the U.S. At least I know the criminals here and what they're gonna do. But for me, like I said, nah, I'm cool. I'm cool in Africa. That's that's my heart's at. That's why I feel at home at. You know what I'm saying? Even when they talk about South Africa and some of the problems they have, that to me that's light work. That is not a major problem like this place. It's so much light work over there. It's too much light work. Now I did interview. Speaking of South Africa, you remember that lady I did one on Kim Heller. She was activist, a white activist from South Africa. I did a story on her. I did an interview with her last week, so I'm gonna be putting that interview up this week. And yeah, she told the truth about her people in South Africa. She told the truth, and I said that's good. That's what we need to hear. We need you to tell the truth on your own people. So I'll put that up sometime this week. But she was telling me, yeah, it's a lot of people that she knew, it with the EFF too, because I've seen her around them. So she said, yeah, I can show you these people when you come back. And I said, okay, all right. I said, listen, I'm cool. I'm cool with anybody that's speaking against white supremacy. I don't care about your color. There's one thing about us as black people, we ain't hateful people. We are not hateful. We hate nobody. The only thing I hate is evil, and I don't care where the evil comes from. But yeah, that's my thing. I want to, like I said, I want to travel to all these nations and visit black people. Even in the states, I got to do a state tour, and hit all 50 states and visit black people. There's a lot of traveling that I want to do, and just focus on visiting our people and seeing where we at, where we living. Just having conversation. You can promote some businesses at the same time. But yeah, we everywhere. We are everywhere. We are everywhere. Yeah, I saw that the liberals. I'm gonna cover that on the podcast. He said, "Yeah, liberals calling Clarence Thomas the N word." Yeah, because that's what they think about it. They think they call us that too. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say I love the Republicans, and they say it up front. But yeah, it's like for me, it's so much promise in the future. So that's why I've been just trying to. Well, when I went to South Africa, man, I was much heavier back then. And I want to give y'all a shout out, man. Shout out to y'all in the audience, man. You know what I appreciate about y'all, man. Y'all will tell me the truth. And see, I don't get mad about when y'all tell me the truth on some things y'all right. Man, I posted that video from South Africa when I interviewed the sister from the art gallery. And man, y'all was telling me about myself at that time period. Y'all was like, Brother Phil, I don't know what's going on, brother, but that weight don't look good on you, brother. I saw a comment say, "Brother, we need you, man. Come on, you gotta take care of yourself, brother. What are you doing?" I didn't get mad at y'all. You know what happened? I was sitting when I read that, I was like, "Man, they are right. I gotta do something about that." And I figured it. I figured, I got a little program. I figured it out on my own personal program, and we doing good. We doing real good. You know what I'm saying? And drop. I got rid of a lot of clothes. Dropped pant size and shirt size, and I'm still working on it though. I'm definitely still working on it. But shout out to y'all for for that inspiration. Because sometimes um, this place here get you so stressed out that sometimes you just eat too much. And that's bottom line. I was eating too much, eating way too much. And that's why I told y'all in Babylon, if you don't watch it, you could stress eat, you could stress drink, you could always smoking something or putting something in your mouth that's not good for you. You know what I'm saying? So nah, like I said, I'll never get mad if y'all tell me the truth. Now if you're lying, I'm gonna have an issue with it. But if you tell me the truth, even about myself, I'm not gonna get mad at you. And I've learned, and the deal is about the stress eating. I've learned to control it. My mental health. What helps me for my mental health is not no strength. It's getting out of here. Like every time I go to Africa, I come back so relaxed, and I come back recharged, and I can deal with this place a little bit longer when I go. We both no, we got the Kenya trip coming up in November. Can't wait to get back. Get back to Kenya. I can finally meet Juan Gil and brother Elvis because Juan Gil been working with me for a few years now. We just never met yet because the time I was going to go to Kenya, they shut everything down with the virus, so I didn't have time. But I'm gonna get with Juan Gil, brother Elvis, which is one of my editors, and then I don't know if African Tigers is gonna be there. Hopefully she there. I get with her. Get with all of the people in Kenya that I know. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to the people in Kenya. You know. But but yeah, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, health is wealth. Definitely, health is wealth. I've been going to the gym 6 days a week. That's what I've been doing ever since I got back from South Africa. Only taking Saturday off. Saturday is my cheat day. So I do have something I may have been craving, but then I do 2 cardio days out the week, two cardio days, and then weightlifting. But I'm lifting for endurance. I'm not lifting for mass. Now, when I get down to the weight I want to get to, then I'll start massing up a little bit. But yeah, for right now, I just need to keep working at it. You know. So I got more energy, definitely. Oh, it's great the energy and things like this. Say, can you get good health care in African cities? Well, South Africa has some of the best health care actually on the African continent, from what I researched. So that's kind of like why I want to relocate. I want to relocate to South Africa. It's just yeah, I loved it over there more than any other place. You say, but why nobody's doing anything about spring? Listen, them folks, they evil. Man, look, the sun even hits you different in Africa. The sun, I'm telling y'all, got to see it. Y'all go for yourself. The sun hits you different over there. It's not the same. I mean, it comes up different over there. I know it's interesting. It's not the same, but you're closer to the equator too. But then I need to get to the Caribbean too, man, because there's a lot of my brothers and sisters in the Caribbean. Shout out to them. Some of y'all need to go. You say you started my police cat. In, oh, you in the police academy? Okay, well, God bless you in the police academy. Um, I just know from doing that you say how long? How I feel. We'll be doing a 23 trip as well. What you mean, 23-day trip? You say, oh, you from Trinidad? Hey, I want to go to y'all Carnival. Y'all got Carnival out, isn't it in Trinidad? Y'all got Carnival, right? Because I want to go to y'all Carnival next year. Because I know Brazil ain't the only one that got Carnival. Because look, I love all that. Like, I went to the Caribbean Festival and all the way they dress and all that, man. That's some cool stuff. He said, "Oh, 2023, okay." My cousin went to Colombia actually. He went to Medellin and he said it was cool. He said the building built by Africans, the West can't compare now to Africa. Look, I tell y'all, travel, 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 travel. Oh, you see, you drive a Nissan Titan. You saying that truck drinks a lot of. Well, the only advice I can give you about a Titan is because I have one is use premium unleaded, use Shell gasoline, or use Chevron or Texaco premium. Do not put regular, no matter how much it costs. Do not put regular in that vehicle or any of your vehicles because with the 93 octane, for some reason, it burns longer. If I put regular in my vehicle, it runs like this. It's a waste of money. I put more gas in with regular than with premium. Oh, okay. Are you going on the trip? You see, you're looking at the electric. I can't do electric vehicles because I just can't do that. I can do a hybrid, but not no electric. Mm-mm. You say Africans are pro life, man. Look in Africa, they ain't about to hear all that talking about deleting your children. What I love about Africa, it reminds me of back in the day when I was a child. Like it was still family oriented, like it was back in the '80s, and even in the '90s, we still had some family oriented. I remember when the crack epidemic came in, but my issue is when the crime bill came in with Bill Clinton. That's when you seen all the brothers get taken out. You know what I'm saying? You seen them just removed from the community, and that's when you had a bunch of single mothers. That is what destroyed the black family. that 1994 crime bill. I seen the results of that. I seen the results. It was that. And you had the Al Sharptons of the world and all the Congressional Black Caucus is backing up that crime bill that targeted black people. But they're not running up in white communities, locking them up for opioids, now are they? They're not. But they're not trying to destroy the white family. So you grew up in the 80s, born in the 70s? Okay. Yeah, I remember we can be outside all day. Hey, be in the house for street lights come on. That sort of thing. I remember all that from back in the day. You had to worry about your kids, playing outside today. I wouldn't dare let my daughter just play outside all day and don't know where she at. No, no. Today your kids get kidnapped. I remember the first time I went to Ethiopia and I seen kids was outside playing and all day playing. I'm like, they not watching them kids. Somebody go. And then they're like, man, they don't do that over here. They say, they don't do that here. And I had to think, it's like we come out of America so traumatized with so much evil, all this human trafficking, trafficking children, all of that, and the people that do go over there and do that, because they all something to go to the African continent and want to do that, it's them folks. You remember the story about the Gambia? How them folks go over there and try to target children? The best thing they had it was the lockdown when they locked them people from coming into their country. That was the best thing ever for them. But yeah, kids can actually be kids. I remember when I was in Kenya and I was watching these kids at the that Fort Jesus place we went to, and the kids were just enjoying themselves, and it was just like kids just being kids. And I'm like, see, our kids only can't even enjoy themselves like that because it's always an issue or a problem. Like we are so traumatized in this country. The one YouTube short I posted about the one sister that was talking about that how she feels in Spain. Now some people say, "Oh, why is she in Spain?" And well, the Moors, they conquered Spain for 800 years. I mean, if you want to know that, so Spain was black ran for 800 years. Um, but if she feels Spain is where it's at for her, I mean, I can't tell nobody where to go. I mean, I'm a big proponent of Africa or the Caribbean if you want to. Some people want to be in Latin America, but I just think Africa is where it's at. But she felt that works for her. I can't say nothing. I just saw a brother and sister in Panama. They live there. They living their best life, and they look so happy. They look so happy, and I'm like, see, that's what I like to see. Black people just happy. I hate to see black people concerned and worried and depressed and crying, and I hate to see that. And when I say this, and I'm gonna say it again. These black people that's getting their stuff and getting out of here, it's not on no Pan Africanism because that's like a narrative that's going around that everybody want to leave because of Pan Africanism. These people don't know nothing about no Pan Africanism. They know nothing. They're not even mentioning Pan Africanism. Their main thing is I got out of the U.S. because I see where it's going, and I don't want to be there. Taraji P Henson, she just came out and said she's ready to move abroad now because she said I fought all I can fight. I marched. I prayed. I'm tired of seeing hashtags and nothing has changed. I've been covering news for 10 years and nothing has changed for black people's condition. And we are in a worse position now than what we were 10 years ago when I started. And it's really disappointing. It's annoying to me. And sometimes I don't even want to do it at times. Sometimes I just want to be like, you know what? I just want to just do entertainment, and just talk about with entertainment because a lot of times that's too easy to do for me. I've been doing entertainment forever when it had the Ratchet Video Weekly channel. So, I mean, entertainment is too easy, and it doesn't stress me out. But this kind of stuff, it can just stress you out with time. Now, I'm not as stressed out with it as I used to be because thank God we got Sister Demetria here, and shout out to her. We got Sister Wangale here. Shout out to her as well. That those women, those sisters, I greatly appreciate them. I thank God for them. They are definitely a blessing, to the platform. You just don't know. Brother Sharif, Brother Elvis, Kellen, Sister Jasmine, with all she do all the thumbnails. Sister June, she redid the website. Make sure you join the website, AfricanDiasporaNews.org. That's the place that we have where we can't be censored. We can say whatever we want to say. I know I got some videos uploaded over there anyway. Also, what I'm about to start doing is just posting everything all over there. I mean, the things, even the things on YouTube, you know. But if you want to get like everything and don't miss out, don't have to go to multiple channels to see anything. I'm gonna start, you know, just join AfricanDiasporaNews.org and you can get everything. Um, yeah, and like I said, even when it comes to and there's some more people that I got some eyes on. One sister in South Africa I met, I really need to talk to her though about it. I mean, I just spot certain talent in people, and then I can just see, you know, some people are great, you know, in doing this. You know, I've been burned by people in the past, but you know, it still doesn't take me off of what I want to do. Um, you know, when people say Africans, you know, and black people here, I prove every day that Africans and black Americans can work together. I prove that all the time. So if I can do it, you know, some of the great opportunities has happened for me has been, you know, on the African continent, you know. So hey, you know, yeah, Sister Vicky's all good. She's good. But you know, Sister Vicky is more so a contributor. You know, she isn't like the main people, you know. I have several contributors, but it just right now the main people is me, Juan Gale, and Demetria. That's really the main people you're gonna get. If you don't get nobody else, you get us three. That's who you get. And you know, I had way more contributors, but I kind of scaled that back a little bit. And the reason why I scaled that back is because of y'all. Now, let me tell you why, because of y'all, not because of me. Because everybody was just more so, where's Phil? Where's Phil? Oh, I thought it was Phil. I don't want to hear them if it's not Phil. And that's great that y'all say that. But you know, I'm like, I think other people got some stories too. You know, so let them kind of have it. And like I say, it was kind of good for me for a while to kind of. I mean, I was making content, but kind of stepping back a little bit because you know I would like it if I'm on here just minimally. You know, I mean, let other people do it. Let me focus on something else. You know, but I'm just not where that's at yet. So anyway, yeah. Man, shout out to O'Shea, man. O'Shea doing his thing, man. You know, me and O'Shea worked together for a time on some things, and O'Shea moved on to do bigger and greater things. You know, so shout out to O'Shea. O'Shea doing his thing over there, and O'Shea, he's another one. Um, he got a team of Africans that work with him, and you know, from editing to doing a whole lot of things for him. So he proved that you can Black Americans and Africans can work together. You know, so all that about, oh, they don't like us, man. That's man, people in general don't like you. You know, no matter where the people come from. But we all can work together. There's so much talent in the African continent, man. There's so much talent out there. And if you got the, you know, you got to pay them their salary, of course, but you pay them and the more, and that's the advantage that black people in America have over there. If we could create our business or expand our businesses, let's say if you got a little restaurant here or even a food truck, go get a food truck over in one of them countries. And where you gonna win at is the labor cost. You will be able to hire more people. The more people that work for you, the more money you can make. You know what I'm saying? Like expand your business in Africa. Do it. And then some people ask, well, what kind of job we can get when we get out there? Ain't no job to be getting, bro. You need to create a business, not no job, because the job market is, don't pay like that. And then I don't want to come in and take jobs from them. I don't want to do that. I want to come in there and provide jobs for those brothers and sisters. So when anybody say something and say, "Man, look, brother Phil, he hired a bunch of us over here. Man, we doing good over here." See, that's when you come into a country and you're trying to give something to the country and to the local community. What happens in America is that people come here to get the bag, and that's fine, but they come and get jobs. And see, I know how that goes, so I don't want to take no job from nobody. You know, well, of course, I don't work for, you know, I don't want to work for nobody anyway. I mean, for what? What's the point of working for somebody? That sucks. And the problem we have as Black Americans is that we in this, oh, I need a job mentality. No, you need a business. You don't need a job. I don't know. What are y'all talking about? Y'all talking about voting. Y'all talking about all kind of things. You say you're retiring. You done working once you get to the continent. Well, I mean, life is gonna be about you're gonna figure something out to do. Oh, brother Nathaniel, oh he's on his channel, he's doing this thing. He doing his thing. Yeah, y'all go over there and watch him. He doing his thing. See, everything happens for a time and for a season. I mean, some people not gonna be here forever. Some people gonna come for a little few months, may leave. Some people, he been over here for a few years. I mean, people have to build their platform, and that's fine. Build the platforms. I want them to come here, build up their platforms, and then if they say, "Hey, I'm gonna move on and do my platform," I'm support them 100%. I don't want them just to be here and just not do their own. You just find if any African countries have investment for citizenship, a lot of them have it. Oh, you do? Oh, you doing a podcast? Okay, Martian. Okay, what's going on, Martian? Well, like I said, he got his YouTube channel, this Minister of Wellness. You go look him up. He there. Yeah, I'm all for people like coming. And some people gonna stay with you, like I said, for a season. Some people be with you for maybe a lifetime. But in the media business, people do come, people go. And that's just the way that works. Nothing bad happen, no mess or nothing like that. It's just sometimes it happens like that in the media business because it's like if y'all watch the contributors, if y'all watch giving them 10, 20, 30,000 views of video, then hey, I'll bring more of them on. But if y'all keep asking for me and I'm noticing I get more viewership than the contributors, well then it's not going to justify it too much. So y'all got to watch the content that we put up here. Then I can say, okay, well they want to see y'all, so I'll bring them on. You said Egypt? I don't know, man, because just to be honest with you, um, I don't know how it's gonna work with group trips because group trips is even though I'm not involved with. Well, let me say this: I had to learn from the first group trip is that it, I can't be like I said. It just people on the group trip. I'm around, but I'm not because I got my own thing to do. But I can't be with the group all the time, and I think that's a better way of doing that. Because like I said, let the tour company do what they do. But I'm not gonna always be doing group trips. That's just not gonna happen. It's just not because I got other things that I need to do. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here on the this our little live stream. Right, we appreciate you coming on in here. If it's your first time here, make sure you subscribe. The cities going to would be Nairobi. It's like 6 different cities. Um, After this stream, I'll put the little links I normally put up in the pinned comment, and then you can click that, get the information. There are 22 people that signed up on the trip. There's 8 spots left on the Kenya trip. 8 spots. So if you want to get on that trip, jump on it. It's gonna be good. Now I will say Worldviews do put on a good tour. They really do. That's the only reason I agreed to do another one with them because they did such a good job um, with the tour the last time. And just like the real South Africa, they did very good on the tour too. So that I highly recommend them because if somebody don't do good, I won't use them no more. So I ain't doing that. So yeah, it'll be 6 different cities. I know they're talking about going to Mombasa, which in Mombasa they got that green water and then white sandy beaches, like beautiful, beautiful. I love it out there. But they're talking about going to the Chile Islands, which I didn't go there last time, so I'll be going there. So yeah, gotta go to the beach. So I definitely got to keep working out, so I can go to the beach and be okay. You know. Um, you say, do I still have my 1 million subscriber? Yeah, I got that thing. I got it. I ain't threw it away. Oh, now you hear that? That is cicadas. Because some people ask me, what is that sound when they heard it before? That's cicadas. Look up that bug. They big things like this with big wings, and they just make some noise. It's called cicada, cicada. Look them up. But that's what that is in those trees. The brother. Yeah. Oh, it's right. Oh. Okay. The pilot. Okay. What's up, brother? How's your mama? Oh shoot. Hold on. I wasn't trying to delete. Hold on. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to delete your message. I was hitting the button. But how's your mama doing? Hope she's doing all right. Tell her I said hello. Yeah, that's a brother that was on the trip. Um, yeah, him and his mom came to South Africa, and he said they're noisy and edible. I'm not eating no cicada. Sorry, no. Y'all can have that. Brazil. I want to go to Brazil. I definitely want to go to Brazil and see some. Some. I know it's a lot of stories I'll probably get out of Brazil. A lot of brothers and sisters, they dealing with it out there in Brazil. Shout out to them. Now Colombia got their first black vice president. I don't know if y'all heard about that out of Colombia. So that's a first. 'Cause they've never had a black president or vice president. So she's that. So yeah. Oh, you say your mom is doing fine? Okay, awesome, awesome. That's good. So yeah, I'm gonna look more into that story and see who that sister is out of Colombia. But yeah, we got a lot of our people in Colombia. A lot of black people. You see a lot of black people. Oh yeah. Brazil, their population is majority black, but black people don't run the country, and that's how it should be. Black people should be running Brazil. Okay, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. But anyway, um let me go ahead. You say go to the Philippines. They got a black population in the Philippines too. I'm talking about indigenous black folks in the Philippines. I was told about because my little girl's pediatrician, and we've been having ever since. She's good. She's real good. She's Filipino. I think she's from Manila. And I was telling her about, y'all think about going to, want to see Manila, and I was, oh yeah, you can go this. Well, she got excited to talk about the Philippines. And then, like I said, you got, I know it's a popular spot with a lot of brothers, for sure. A lot of them be going over there, getting married to them women over there in the Philippines and Thailand. I know Thailand. What's his name? Zoom to Thailand. Uh, what is his name? Richie Mack. You know, yeah, he didn't got the brothers trying to go to Thailand because he didn't done his thing out there. So he said Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah, I want to go to Trinidad and Tobago when y'all have Carnival because y'all look like y'all look like y'all getting it out there. And I want to get all that on camera. You know. Yeah. I want to get out there with the people. You know. Oh, you say you have Filipino? Okay, okay. Is your people? Where your people from? Manila or where they from? Who's doing real estate right now? I don't know. Y'all remember Ray? Ray, she's doing that a lot right now. She's doing real estate. I wouldn't mind getting involved with some real estate, but it just depends on what kind of real estate. You know what I'm saying? Because instead of spending $300,000 or $400,000 in America, man, y'all can have some beachfront property in Cape Town. You know what I'm saying? Or get a house in freaking Johannesburg or wherever you want to stay. You want to be in Ghana, I haven't been to Ghana yet. I mean, I've talked to people from Ghana about going, but it never materialized yet about going to Ghana. You know, I need to go to Liberia. I need to go there. Definitely need to go to Liberia. There's a lot of history for Black Americans in Liberia anyway, so I need to go to Liberia for sure. Okay, so you think so? Now Tanzania, which is right next door to Kenya, the only thing I heard about Tanzania is that they serious about Swahili out there. Now versus Kenya, Swahili and English is like the two national languages. But I heard in Tanzania, you gotta know Swahili out there. Which is fine. But I'm a big fan of countries that speak English. Just be honest with you, I don't like a language barrier. Not to say I couldn't learn. Um, once I finally get there and live there, I probably learn some other language. Just hire a teacher. But I wouldn't mind learning Swahili. But then, in South Africa, you got what, Zulu. You have what's the other one? Kosa. They would have 11 different languages. I know they speak Swahili in South Africa too. Um, I'm not trying to learn no Afrikaans. Forget that. Because when I went to the Hector Peterson Museum, um, they had that sign say "the hell with Afrikaans." So that's how I feel about it too. The people, because they were trying to force black people to learn Afrikaans. You know. Um, And if the people didn't want to learn it, then now some of the colored people know Afrikaans, and I noticed the colored people and the white people have the same inflection in their voice, but black people do not have that inflection. But I met some cool people that's considered colored over there in South Africa. They were cool. They were like, they say, hey man, we you're saying we brothers and all that. And I'm like, okay, well shoot, man, and I explained to them like in America, you don't say colored over, and I explained to them why you don't say colored, and they say, oh, I didn't know that. So when you go to these countries, explain our history to them. You just give them the 5 minute version about history and tell them why. Because she said one time the sister went over there, the brother said, and she just flipped out when she heard him say that he was colored. She like colored. Why would you say you colored? What's wrong with you? And he did, but she didn't explain why colored is an issue. But they grew up different. I mean, people grew over there and never experienced racism. They never experienced it. So it's just different. But anyway, guys, I'm going on here too long. Let me go ahead and go with some other things I need to do. But yeah, make sure you subscribe and just catch us on the replay. Thank you for coming, and we'll see you on the next one.